Hello, you're very welcome to this short presentation on the MA in Ethics and the MA in Ethics Corporate Responsibility. My name is Alan Kearns and I am the academic coordinator for both of these programs. Lectures for these programs normally take place in DCU's All Hallows campus, and you can see a picture of that campus on your screen now. The overall goal, as it were, of DCU is to transform lives and societies through education, research, innovation, and engagement. And our president, Professor Dara Keogh, once said that DCU is a community of learning, and our offering is not transactional, but relational. Now, to me, that quotation really sums up our approach to teaching on the MA in Ethics and the MA in Ethics Corporate Responsibility. I'm very lucky to have a team of lecturers who have students front and center. Now, the MA in Ethics really provides a general program in ethics with some aspects of applied ethics, whereas the MA in Ethics Corporate Responsibility really focuses on ethics in the context of business and organizations. Both programs are part-time over 2 years, and lectures for both programs take place on Tuesdays from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. There are also 2 Saturdays in the first year of the program. One Saturday is for academic writing at master's level, and the second Saturday is about the writing of the thesis. For both programs, you need to complete 6 taught modules and a minor thesis. Now, turning our attention to the modules, if you look firstly at the MA in Ethics, the general degree, you need to complete the module Introduction to Ethics, and this module provides an introduction to the major ethical theories that influence decision-making and helps us to assess actions. The other module is called Readings in Ethics, and that looks at the classical historical texts and writings in ethics that really influence how we think about ethics and how we actually do ethics, how we make, for example, arguments in ethics. Of course, the module Human Rights and Social Justice is very important. It looks at the significance of rights in the context of social justice and the history of rights. The other module is Contemporary Topics in Ethics, and that looks at the sort of, if you like, the day-to-day ethical issues that have been around for a long time, such as stealing and gossip, but it also looks at contemporary issues. So, for example, we now look at pandemic ethics, which wasn't really a major issue a few years ago. So that module really responds to the issues of the current issues of the time. Global bioethics really looks at ethical issues in the context of healthcare and biotechnology in our world and how that affects us as consumers. And the other module then is Ethics in the World Religions, and that looks at the major world religions and their approaches to ethics and ethical issues. Now, turning our attention to the MA in Ethics Corporate Responsibility, as you can see, some modules are shared between the 2 programs, but there are differences then. The other module is on business ethics, and this looks at theories of business ethics, such as corporate social responsibility and corporate citizenship and other ethical issues within the context of a business. The other module then is finance and corporate governance, and that looks at issues with regard to finance, financial management, and then of course, issues with regard to governance of organizations. And then the final module is implementing an effective ethics culture. And that kind of brings everything together and really looks at that issue of how we can affect change in the culture of organizations. All modules are assessed by a major paper or essay. And this type of assessment we call continuous assessment, or CA. So there are no, if you like, terminal examinations, in the sense that you're sitting in an exam hall somewhere writing an examination paper. All modules are assessed by a major essay or major paper. But some modules might also ask you to do a presentation, a short presentation, or a discussion of readings. And of course, lecturers will talk to you about that and guide you on module assessments. In addition to the 6 taught modules, you will need to complete a minor thesis, which is a 15,000 words, and it's based on research. And this is normally then due at the end of your 2 years of the program. How to apply then? So applications are made through DCU's student application portal. And there are different codes for each program. So if you're applying for the MA in ethics, the code is DC688. If you're applying for the MA in ethics corporate responsibility, the code is DC689. You will be asked to provide degree transcripts, so your transcripts of your first degree or your primary degree. Also a statement of why you're applying for the program, a CV, and other documents. The closing date then for EU applicants is the 31st of July 2022. The requirements for this program is a level 8 degree, H22. If you don't have a degree, a first degree, then my advice is that you contact me directly. You don't need a philosophy or ethics background to apply for this program. Of course, we assume that you've heard about ethics, but we take it from there. In terms of the fees then, it's €4,000 per annum. After graduation, you can join our MA in Ethics and CR alumni and be part of a network of experts in the field of ethics. And we meet annually. And also to say that the MA in Ethics Corporate Responsibility is part of a professional development framework of the Compliance Institute. So I hope you found this short presentation helpful. If you have any questions about either the MA in Ethics or the MA in Ethics Corporate Responsibility, you're very welcome to contact me at any time, and there is my email address. Many thanks for listening, and goodbye for now.